150 creators, tons of fun interactions, and I feel like that's what it's all about. And as Major said, that MCC works a tiny bit differently than from most events. You can't really just ask to join to be added. 2021, I started doing my first stream. God, that was an experience.
Alright lads, welcome back to InsideMC, the part of the podcast where I sit down with an amazing guest every single week. And it's probably, I mean I'm talking in advance here, it's probably going to feel so strange not uploading a midweek before this. So for anyone who keeps up with InsideMC, and I mentioned it to the amazing guest beforehand, the final midweek MC for a decent while now was the Avondale podcast. So now it's just InsideMC, and we're kickstarting only InsideMC with an amazing start. As today I'm joined with Slushie.
Ooh, hello! Thank you so much for having me.
How are you?
Super excited for today. I'm doing absolutely wonderful. I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic as well today.
I'm doing great, thank you. We've got lots to talk about, lots of fun lore, stuff that you've taught me before we began, so I'm excited to get into it.
Yeah, there's a lot has happened since I recently entered the Minecraft scene back in July. It's when I first got properly where true love with the game came back genuinely. After at House of Nightmares is where I got invited to by Twitch rivals. I got invited by Hannah XX Rose, and I was like, why am I getting invited to this? Because I didn't apply for it. It ended up being it's because I played Minecraft previously on like an SMP. It was called the V for SMP. Completely dead now after pretty much any SMP after 2 years. But I ended up getting invited, and I was like, wow, that's gonna be so fun. And then I realized it was for $100,000. Oh gosh. And I didn't know anyone in the Minecraft scene at that point. I was like, oh god, I need to make friends. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be alone. There's 150 people. I'm nervous. And then then my friend Sonic Fox, I got him invited. I asked like, hey, I don't know anyone. Can I get Sonic Fox in? If you don't know who Sonic Fox is a professional fighting game player who's won like many tournaments in fighting scene. So me and Sonic Fox ended up playing together with fruit berries.
No way.
Yes. I logged on in the House of Nightmares server before to set up my setup, and then Fruitberries was there. I didn't know Fruitberries at first. I didn't know them, and then I was like, I didn't know them at all. So I was like, and I needed a team. I was like, you need a team to work together to make it to that top 20, because top 20 got like $2,000 or something. Then first got like 70 grand, which is ridiculously like a lot of money. That's life changing.
It was it's quite funny because last week's podcast was with Sneak Snag, which isn't released just yet, but from when this is coming out, it would have been last week.
He won it. He won it. Spoiler alert.
We did like a big old talk about everything to do with House of Nightmares. So it's quite funny that like you're coming on today and you're going to be pretty much talking about the exact same thing. Not all of it, but majority of the same thing.
I mean, we were in different teams. Me, Sneak Snag and me, we're not in the same team.
Well, it wasn't even really teams, was there? I mean, you got put into a team in the final one, but not the start.
Yeah. But at the start, it's like pretty much just staying together with a group and like
make your own teams, but not official.
You make your own. It's not official, but you make your own teams and you help each other. Because in some games, you had to help each other, and if you didn't have anyone, you were pretty much you were not gonna make it.
How far did you make it?
I got 21st, just falling out.
No.
Fruitberries in the bitter end. Me and Fruitberries as a team, friends. In the bitter end, he got 20th, and very happy for him. He's a great player, and he deserves it, honestly. And I'm glad I made it so far in my first ever like Twitch rivals like Minecraft event.
I have a question actually, because this is like perfect lore. Oh, this is crazy. So when me and Sneak were talking about how like people kind of missed out on money and stuff, I won't go into too much of the same thing that we talked about. If you want to go listen to it, there's a big old segment for the listener here as well. But we were talking about how like about the money split and about how like it's life changing money, blah blah blah. But then one thing I recall us saying on the podcast was that like if you finished 21st, you were one place away from earning anything. Like you weren't absolutely nothing. And I was like, that must like really hurt. And now I'm speaking to the person who placed 21st. So how did it feel?
You little yes, I placed 21st.
But I need to know the answer now that we were talking about it.
I am on the bubble.
You're the one who missed out just a tiny bit of money.
No, but you don't understand. If you want to, let me share a screen.
Because I mean, you can show me, but I won't show it on the podcast.
Okay, I'll show it to you, and then I'll say what happened. Okay. So basically, what happened in the very end is I rushed it because there was only 2 spots left to qualify.
Yes.
And I got hit by the huge hammer. I got hit by a huge hammer, and I thought it was over. And Iskall got hit by a hammer as well. And then the last, well, I was at one spot left. Fulham took place 19th, and I was like, GG's, chat, it's over. It's not gonna happen. And then me, Ixshed, and Fruitberries and Iskall at the final rotation with the ventilator. The ventilator has a time where it like stops and then it continues. So it stopped exactly when Fruitberries jumped on it, and then Fruitberries was stopped right there. And then me and Ixshed came in, and you are not gonna believe I missed out on $2,000 or something, or even 70,000.
It was 1,000. Sorry, I don't mean to pick you up on it. Just more
1,000.
Like,
yeah,
checked.
I don't remember.
Yeah, sorry, I don't mean to be the picky guy. Okay. It's just
1,000, but it's a chance for 70 grand, obviously.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
The chance to continue. And then what happened was we all at the same timer, me, Fruitberries, and Ixshed and Ixscale, and I took an insane path that even Feinberg was like, oh my god, they're so good, and I was like, oh my god,
this is so close.
And I haven't played. This was like my first proper time back into Minecraft, and I was one Minecraft block away. Half a second, like is it one tick? It's all a 2 tick, ticks. I was 2 ticks away.
So had you have gone left?
The problem is that we didn't have information. None of us in our team qualified at all. Our whole team just didn't make it.
Yeah, which is really
the doors weren't opened, so we didn't know the perfect line or path. As you can see, the doors weren't opened for us, so we didn't know.
Strange. Yeah.
So it's because no one made it to the door. So sadly, our team did not make it. I was in Team Antfrost, which was genuinely such a pleasure. They were so kind, so sweet. They were genuine people. It was with Hannah, Ixshed, I'm a Squid Kid, Wolfie, Abokuna, and honestly, after this, all of this, getting 21st and getting that recognition of missing out. That sounds so bad. Missing out on 1,000. It's like everyone is like, oh, you got what I mean, because that sucked.
Yeah, the guaranteed 1K. I mean, like that's life-changing money to someone like me, especially.
Exactly. That's what I mean. But it might be a bit controversial what I'm about to say, but it's all about the friends you make along the way. Like,
okay, all right.
I'm genuine. Like,
no, I get you.
Even though I didn't make it, I'm glad Fruitberries did. I'm glad we're able to like play in future tournaments, hang out, just have a good time. And same thing for all the people in specifically Team Enfrost. I am very grateful. Regardless, even if I didn't make it to top 20, very grateful to be putting a team together with 7 other incredibly talented creators, and just in general, the Minecraft scene is genuinely amazing. Everyone is so sweet, awesome, and kind, and that opened my eyes. Like after the House of Nightmares, it opened my eyes. Your true love for Minecraft is back, because I hadn't played Minecraft for like at least let's say 4 or 5 months, and my true love for Minecraft just came back, and it's a pleasure. I'm very, very, very happy I met these people through this event.
The thing that we said about I know I keep referring to Sneaks like here. It's just because it's easier for me to kind of, I guess it's easier.
Yeah, I know Sneak. I won.
What's good? One thing that we said was like, the interesting part was that the teams didn't even make it through. For instance, with your team, like you mentioned how none of your team made it through. Like it wasn't teams that made it through, it was individual people. So yeah, you got put into your individual like 6 or 7. However,
no one made it through from our team.
Yeah, so that was really unfortunate. But some of the other teams had like 3 or 4 people made it through. I think nearly the entirety of Akko's team made it through. And it was so unfortunate that you didn't.
Our entire team, Team Anfros, did not make it through. And then everyone else made it except for like 2 players in Echo's team and 1 player in like Team Constantine. Like that is everyone else made it. It was quite unfortunate. It is what it is, and like it was a really fun event. And regardless, everyone who made it in 20 deserved it. Like everyone, it's a lot of money, and I feel like even though I haven't made it or any of in our team, I feel like it really helps everyone, right? Like that money could really help someone out, and I'm glad they all got top 20. And there'll be more opportunities to look out for to play. I'm sure Twitch Rivals will host something again, and then we run it back.
I know we kind of jumped into the House of Nightmares thing, but for format's sake, I always like to give the intro part, which I've well past now, but I'm gonna say anyways, for you to sort of introduce yourself. No. We'll keep it in this format. This is fun. I like this. Sure. There's no need to change it around. But just, I mean, we've kind of got a rough idea of who you are now. But however, who are you? What do you do? And if you have a fun fact for us today.
Yeah, I'm Slushie. I'm a goofy, energetic, fluffy dragon with tons of positivity and encouragement. I am also the representative of the furry slash VTuber community at Twitch Rivals, and I'm currently 22 years old, and I recently came into the Minecraft scene.
There you go. Woo.
Woo!
Now I can ask more questions about House of Nightmares. I just was dying to get that. With the House of Nightmares thing, obviously you mentioned how you got an invite, etc.
Yeah.
We touched a little bit on it before the podcast, but you mentioned how you're like something to do with Twitch Rivals, like you're a certain person with it or something. I can't remember the exact wording.
For Twitch Rivals, I'm the representative of the furry slash VTubing community. There's a few, of course. But for example, I was a substitute for a few different events during Rotterdam. I was sadly substitute, obviously, because on the actual on-stage performances, they of course they prefer larger creators, as I like to say. So, and I get that, of course, because the more community, more people will hop along. So I get set in substitute. But if it's an online event, I will 95% of the time get invited to play and have a good time. And especially after I had a lovely conversation with Tyler, I had a lovely conversation with them, and they were like, I want you guys on stage. I want you all on stage. We need more VTubers. We need more furries. I want you guys on stage in the Minecraft scene. And I was like, hell yeah, count me in. I'm all in for it. This is great content, and the people that get to see us compete, and the thrill, like in House of Nightmares, the thrill of a 5-day tournament, and my community, our community, going on in every single day, check on how's it going. Are you still alive? Are you making it through? Everyone hyping it up, and all the people cheering, and it's just wonderful, and it's genuinely just creates lovely content with all of these incredibly amazing fellow creators that I've met in House of Nightmares, for example. 150 creators, tons of fun interactions, and I feel like that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
If you were to be on stage, would you be wearing like an outfit, or would you a mask, or would you show your face? How'd that work?
I have posted pictures on my social media of myself with some of my friends backstage at Minecraft Championship. With Tubbo, Fruitberries, Major, Almond Shoes, and a few others. Mostly cheering my friends on backstage, since sadly I haven't had the chance yet to compete in MCC, but maybe, who knows? But yeah, I always show my face, and I'm really easy about it, and I'm very happy with my for me specifically, my transition. I'm very, very happy how it's going. I look beautiful, and I like to show it to the world, like show some pictures here and there. I'm not like a VTuber that always keeps their face hidden, always wears a mask. No, I'm cool with anything. I whatever floats my boat,
Confidence, I love it.
Yeah, it's like I'm chill, like just because I'm a VTuber does not mean that I'm scared to be myself and show my face. I like to, but obviously, with all due respect, if a VTuber doesn't want to show their face, do respect that, of course, because we all have our own. We all make our own choices. We all decide whether we want to show or reveal something or wait a little while. For example, Dream, they didn't show their face for like years, so yeah.
Exactly. It sounds pretty cool that you got to go backstage. I was saying that I was also there. I was very fortunate enough
if you were there, I could have brought you in backstage. I brought a few people in with me during MCC. I was watching MCC back there. Yeah. And that's where I got to talk to Major. But that's we'll talk about that in the podcast. I can't say too much about it, but I can say a few things.
Me and AJ were very fortunate enough that Avondale gave us not priority seating, like in quotation was VIP seating, which ended up not really being VIP seating because Twitch Rivals being Twitch Rivals kind of scuffed it a little bit by accident and put anyone there. So we got decent seats. Like we got to sit in front of the casters, which is our thing. Like AJ's good, like loves casting, I love casting. So we enjoyed our seating, but we didn't exactly go backstage. But that sounds really cool that you did.
This is me.
This is you. Oh yeah, no, I saw. I just found it on Twitter.
Yeah.
I had a little look myself. Look very happy.
Yeah, it was my first time being allowed to be a substitute at Twitch Rivals, and you get like the exhibitor and like Twitch Rivals badge, and like they have like the Twitch Rivals lounge, and it was such a surreal experience. Like I met Shy Lily, Sea Dog. I was hanging out with Smager, Tubbo, just a bunch of incredibly talented creators, and even got to have a talk with Small End, and he taught me a few things, and it was just a surreal experience. Like Like, and I feel like everyone deserves to have a chance, no matter what your size is, no matter how small or big you are. I respect that Twitch Rivals and Nox Crew and MCC involve smaller creators, especially with MCC Rising. It makes me so happy because everyone deserves a fair share, fair chance to compete, to have fun, to create unforgettable moments and content. Same thing with Twitch Rivals. I'm very grateful as a smaller creator to be able to substitute and play in a certain event. I'm very, very grateful to represent my own community.
What did you and Smager talk about?
What'd you say?
What did you and Smager
yeah.
talk about?
We talked about a few different things. So first of all, me and Smager, obviously beforehand, I was already asking if I could represent the VTubing community and the chance to play in MCC. And Smager was like, the roster's already full. I'm sorry, can't get you in right now. Talk to me about it when we're there. Then backstage, me and Smager had a lovely little chat, and he was like, yeah, I would love to have you here, and maybe we can get something going. Obviously, this was in person, and in person is obviously a lot different than through messages. And then when I got home, and he added me to Discord, which I really, really appreciate, obviously, because I get it, there's high demand. And I didn't know that at first, because I actually haven't watched a lot of MCC. A lot of my friends play in MCC. Like, a lot of my friends, like, I'd say like 50%, like just 50% of my friends play. And I was like, I'd love to play with my friends, just have a good time, have fun. And dude, the content, it would be the best content ever. That was my original thought. And then I did some research and I was like, oh, MCC is actually really, oh my God, this is big time. I didn't know that. I didn't know. I was just like, I want to play with Fruitberries and Enfrost and Hannah, TPK, and just hang out, get in the same team, fucking create some content, you know? But that's what I was going for. Like, I just wanted to have a good time, create content, all that stuff. And I didn't know it was that big and that demanding. So I talked to Smager when I got home a few weeks later after the vacation, and they told me that I mentioned that I'm new to the Minecraft. And then Smager said that MCC works a tiny bit differently than from most events. You can't really just ask to join to be added.
Yeah.
which makes a lot of sense. And then he told me about the waiting list. Do you know about the waiting list?
I've heard about the waiting list. Yeah, I didn't know it was still a thing though. There was speculation that it stopped, but I guess it's still a thing.
I don't think I'm allowed to say how long it is.
Yeah, don't say too much about it. Yeah.
But there is a waiting list, and I cannot say if I'm on it or not. But I would love to play in a future MC. It'll be absolutely incredible. But it's just very demanding. You can't just ask to join, and because I just want to compete more with the friends I made. That's basically the moral of the story.
Exactly. Sounds very, very fun.
Yeah, it's just interesting that there's a long waiting list. I didn't expect it because I did my more research, and then I started watching more MCCs. I started watching every time when I come home from work. I started watching MCC 1, MCC 2, MCC 3. I watched every single one by now, and it's been roughly a month. And now I understand why it is so demanding and how it's genuinely incredible. Like, it's wow. I was mind blown by the fact how polished, dude, it's a great event. It's a really, really good event.
However, it's not the only event in the Minecraft scene, especially nowadays. There's so many events.
I don't know many. The only ones that I honestly know about recently, is Block Wars, because of my friend Linechu and Fruitberries. That's how I got to know Block Wars, and Wolfie, of course. And I also got to know what is it called, Minecraft Mania, but that's through Enfrost. He got me involved into Minecraft Mania. Thank you, Enfrost.
Well, you played in Mania?
Not yet.
That's
what I'm gonna say. Not yet.
I love Minecraft Mania. We actually, if you've heard of MC Mayhem, it's now gone on break. We did a collaboration back in Pride with Mania. Basically, just hosted events on the same day, back to back, and raised like well over $2,000 for charity. It was great.
My God, yes! It always makes me so happy. I've worked with charity before, and genuinely, I'm so glad that I'm able to I'm so glad that we're able to make the difference, you know? Like, it just means a lot. I've done one charity stream with my team before, VTuber. It's like a small team with a lot of creators. We raised over 25,000. It was absolutely incredible. I'm still very, 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 very thankful we were able to do that for Gamers Outreach.
Oh.
And I hope that I'm able to step foot and just help more wherever I can, because I know how it feels. I know things that happen in life, and you don't always get to decide.
And I mean, if you're interested in more charity stuff, there's actually a convention happening at the start of October called FNAF think it's on the 4th to the 6th or something along those lines. It's called CubedCon. It's a
CubedCon?
Minecraft convention that raises money for charity. We're actually InsideMC are actually sponsors this year, which is pretty cool.
Might have to do some research on that. Didn't know about that. I mean, I don't know about a lot specifically Minecraft related. Like I said, so Biome Battle, Block Wars, MCC, Minecraft Mania, and that is it. I have heard about Minecraft MC Mayhem. I've heard about that. And those are all lovely events, genuinely. But I like to keep it on a down tone with the events, because to keep it interesting for our community and my community, keep it interesting, give it a fresh breath of air, if that makes any sense. Because the thing is, I feel like it gets boring if you put in the same people every time. But that's just a personal opinion of mine. So if I get to personally, if I would get invited to, for example, Block Wars or Minecraft Championship, I would just want to play maybe once every 3 months or maybe half a year, because it's a fresh breath of air, new people, good time, that's what it's all about. But that's just my opinion. Because I feel like every event has the same people, even though I don't win a lot. Obviously, I feel like as a viewer myself and potential event player, I've only played one event so far, which is Biome Battle. But yeah, I feel like it's a lot of the same people, which there's nothing wrong with, absolutely not wrong with. But I feel like you should mix it up for a breath of fresh air.
I did I made a tweet the other day about something similar to what you said about how the reason Minecraft event rosters feel so stale is because people want to play in everyone, and then every single time in the tournament adds a new cool lad, other events do the same thing. So I agree to an extent. However, with the having the same people, and for instance, as you know, because you're in the Discord, you don't however know if you're playing in the event yet. Who knows, you might be. But the Sunday after this podcast comes out, there is actually, so this podcast comes out on the 27th. On the 29th, there is an InsideMC X very, very OG Block Wars Origins event happening for charity. We're raising money for the British Red Cross. We've already done it once this year with One Shot Royale. So far, we have raised a grand total of 2.1k. So hopefully we're going to be raising a decent amount more for charity. And then there's plans in the future to make this bi-monthly. That'll be another thing in the future to talk about. However, with the roster that we have, if you've seen it, if you've dwelled into it much, it's very, unique compared to the normal events.
Yes, it is actually very unique. And
there's
if
a lot
I
of the same
scroll
players,
through it,
but
yeah, if I scroll through it, funnily enough, a lot of friends are playing, which I really, really like. That's what it's all. What also is important in having a team is friends, good times, and people I mean, but it's also fun to get to know new people.
But the only downside is we were making teams today, so teams are pretty much done unless anything changes. But after this podcast has been recorded on Sunday for the listener here, but teams are pretty much done. However, checklist was so hard because when you bring in a lot of creators who don't really know each other, the majority of the creators are just put me with anyone. But then a good few people, including myself,
I genuinely hope you put me with any of my friends. Enfrost, Fruitberries, Weightbox, Wolfie.
It depends firstly who signed up. Secondly, that's my point, see? That's why the event scene can become very stale, because a lot of the people want to team with specific people who they know. So when you invite this random person who you're a cool lad, people are oh, don't want to team with them. Not you specifically.
Yeah, teaming wise, I love meeting new people, but that's just my personality. I love meeting new people. That's the most fun part. But I have only played one event, which is Biome Battle, which was with it'd be fun to have the experience to have at least one friend in the team, and the other two can be anyone. I love meeting new people, and this is how you make new friends.
Teams of 5.
Oh, teams of 5. Oh my gosh,
I'm not saying chaotic. You're in. I'm not saying you're in.
But
I think you're gonna like the teams. I think you're gonna like the teams, even as a viewer, possibly.
Yeah, I'd 100% watch. I've been recently watching Block Wars because of Lion Chu, my friend. I love him. Genuinely, it's been so much fun to watch. I only like specific POVs though. I only like to watch friends POVs because you want to cheer them on. Go, you got this. When it's more fun to me, if you get what I mean, right? To watch your friends POVs and be on the back, cheering them on. That's definitely for me.
How did you do in Biome Battle?
Biome Battle. Gosh, where do I start? So Biome Battle. For the people that don't know, spoiler alert, I got first individual.
Woo.
My first ever Minecraft event. I genuinely, I didn't think I got first at all. My goal was to get top 10. My goal was to get top 10, and the funny thing is, I'm scared that they're gonna think like I'm a really good player, and then they're gonna like nerf me. That's really not necessary. I'm not that good. I just play for fun. But yeah, I ended first individual, and I ended second by 180 points versus Sandwich Lord and Jackass won. I'll show you at the same time really quickly because I'm pretty sure I have it saved over here.
Have a little
That's not the one.
look.
I'll talk about it at the same time. Battle. Oh my god, I spelled it wrong. Oh god.
You got this.
So, biome battle. I got first individual
Oh, they have a wiki.
in the first ever event with Floatives, Aviadon, Aiden, and Molly. And this was just a surreal event. It was so polished, and I was so glad that this was my first event. Even though we lost by 180 points, which is 1 kill. They plan on adding a finals, like a 4 versus 4 final event, like for example, dodgeball.
Like most events, yeah.
Yeah, like most events. That didn't have one over here, so we just had to accept it, getting second. But regardless, I'm happy with getting second. I don't mind at all. I didn't really mind at all when I started playing this tournament. I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be so fun. I'm gonna make a lot of new friends. I'm gonna have a great time. I was really not playing to win. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna throw for content or anything, but I'm gonna have a good time. We're gonna have some fun moments, you know. And then I got first individual, and I was like, okay, how did that happen? When there's people like Sandwich Lord, there was Jackass, there was Garfield, MX0, SMK64, and I'm pretty sure those people play a lot of events. I don't know, and also Floatives. I don't know if they play a lot of big events, but I'm pretty sure they're like good players. So I was like, hi, hi, I got first individual. That's crazy.
That's just because you're the GOAT.
Yeah, it was mostly because most of these games are like non-PvP related, which is very nice. There were like a lot of games that were just very calm. It was hide and seek, spleef, and all sorts of games. It was just it was like, for example, in the one game I got first, the only game I got first in was a sprint. That was so fun. It was just basically to get to the other side, and there was like people to tag you. That was like so fun. Any kind of movement game is morally my way to go. Any kind of movement, and the rest I just absolutely suck at. But yeah, it was very fun. Very fun event. Definitely recommend it. There's a fun little thing. Anyone gets to play. There's like a biome battle mini or something. Anyone can play. Even like you, if you would like to.
Nah, I don't. I mean, I want to play more events, but I don't really get invited to any. A bit of a strange one. Like, people are interesting.
A little tip for you, like for inviting. I'm gonna be completely honest about this, and also for the viewers. I feel like inviting is kind of controversial, and I don't mean this in a mean way. I'm just being completely open about this. I feel like one of the reasons why, for example, like outside of Twitch rivals, because I represent them since before this all happened, before I entered the Minecraft scene, I feel like one of the reasons why I'm able to get into events easier or get invited easier is because I have might sound really bad, but I have a higher follower base, which sucks. I hate that it works like that. Why? Why is that a thing? Why does it matter if you have 100 followers or like 10,000? You know, I feel like it's easier when you have a higher follower base and a lower follower base to get invited to these sorts of events, which I don't really understand myself, if that makes any sense. Get what I mean?
Well, events want to grow, right? Like, so I'm the player manager for MC Mayhem. So before I went on break, I invited a bunch of people, and I invited a bunch of like people who hadn't been in the event scene before, like a lot of really original people. And then they did well for the event. People loved it in the event. Then other events started inviting the same people, which isn't a problem per se, because I'm not going to gatekeep them to Mayhem. But you just invite people who work with.
That's why I denied some people. Some people. I'm not gonna say names. But I denied some invites towards some events. I'm not gonna say names. Because I wanted to stay fresh. So for now, I'm very much looking forward to if it happens. Cannot give my guarantees, but Minecraft Championship, Block Wars, or Biome Battle again. Yes, your collab, of course, and MC Mania. And other than that, and not even every single time. I just want to play like once every like maybe half a year, because I want to keep it fresh. For my community, for our community, for the Minecraft community, for the event space, it's fresh. It's refreshing, especially to have like VTubers on the stage, on the scene. You know, and specifically if we focus on around content, you know, like for example, Wadebox and me, we have like we have a little, I wouldn't say like beef. It's like the fun kind of beef, you know, just like messing around in an event. We were like, we were like griefing each other for fun. It's those kind of moments that I'm going. Those are fun. Very fun.
Were you at the MCC Twitch Rivals after?
I did hear about it, but sadly, I was with Lion Shu again. Me and Lion Shu had like a VTuber party, and it's my. I already had a party with.
Of course, yeah.
With Snifferish, Echo.
The partner party.
No, not the partner party. This was an after party on Saturday. We had like an Apokuna. I'm pretty sure Orange was there too. We were just like that was like the Minecraft time. I said Saturday night the Minecraft community, Sunday night the VTubing community, because it's hard to be able to spend time with both communities, and they're genuinely incredibly amazing, kind and talented people on both sides, and I love both communities with all my heart. It's so much fun. It's so much fun, and I love being able to have the chance to get invited to these, you know.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's what I ended up doing.
What I was gonna say about events and stuff like that is with me, for example, like I play in Mania very rarely. They have a new event happening at the end of the month, the day before the InsideMC event. So it'll be interesting to see if I'm in that. I haven't been told if I'm not or if I am yet. But like, I don't really. I mean, a lot of people have classed me in the past as an event player, and I'm like, I'm really not. And like, what? And I'm like, I play Mania. I don't play Mayhem because I'm the player manager, so I purposely bench myself because I don't want to play any event. I do a decent bit of casting, and I do a decent bit of coverage on Minecraft events. Like, I bring a lot of people on the podcast who have been in Minecraft events. If you do a little bit of a scroll, or you know, look on the wiki or the website or whatever, you'll be able to find a lot of people who have come on the podcast. But like with me, I don't really play in events. I don't get invited to them, and in all honesty, I don't really ask to join them either. So.
Yeah, I don't blame you whatsoever. I don't like asking either. I like to one thing I like to do is like I like to earn it, or like to work towards it. Because the thing is, if you don't get invited or you're not asking yourself, first of all, reaching out, don't be scared. It's always okay to reach out. Second of all,
I always encourage it, at least to me.
Yeah, always. Second of all, if they say no, or if they say you're not ready yet, then don't be disappointed. Look forward, work hard, and just keep doing your thing. Keep creating content. That's what I'm doing, and look how far it has got me. Right, being able to play in these kind of events.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm in a podcast. Yippee!
That's the biggest achievement ever.
Yeah, that's the biggest achievement. Like, definitely. Yeah.
Nothing tops this moment.
Nothing will top this moment. Definitely not.
You applied to MCC Rising as well?
I applied to MCC Rising as well. A long story for that. Smager doesn't want to put me in MCC Rising because we're too strong, and because we're how do I say this? Some teams are too strong, and that will just deny you because we're too strong. I got a message back from Nox Crew, and we the only reason why we got denied is because our team was too strong. Basically, what our application was, we sung. I made a complete custom song within 3 days. I written the song. I've written everything. I've edited it like a full song of 2 minutes long. A custom song, professionally done by like everything. I put in my time because I was like, you know, fine, I'll make something cool. And then we got denied, and I got an email back, and it was like, you guys are too strong. I'm sorry, because I was teaming with iDogMe, SubNinja. SubNinja was in the Purgatory 2 from Quackity, pretty sure.
Yeah, QSMP.
Yeah, the QSMP. And then iDogMe, very strong player. I got top 20 in House of Nightmares as well. We were all friends. And then Lilith, I tried to add someone who balances the team out, and Lilith would be the balance, aka the somewhat they were like focused, they were like the builder, and they didn't know any, like, they didn't PvP and such. Makes sense to balance out the team. Yeah, didn't get accepted because yeah. It just didn't because we're too strong, sadly. And we already had everything planned.
Tell you that why you get rejected. Like, if you ask, like, I mean,
yeah, it's probably because we were one of the fan favorites. If you didn't know, we were one of the community favorites to get in. And sadly, we didn't. We already had a coach, by the way. Our coach was going to be Fruitberries and Battle Halo. Those were our coaches, and we didn't even know that we were going to be coaches. We just planned that beforehand. And Coldified was going to teach us some PvP. We had everything done, everything scheduled, everything good. Coaches, PvP coach, build everything. And then we get a message back of, you guys are too strong.
That must have been pretty heartbreaking, though, to be put into the event and get subbed out of it.
I don't mind, because I feel like those other people deserve it way more. I feel like our team already had an established community, and I want to give other people a chance. Like it's not that big of a deal. Like I know eventually I'll be able to play an MCC, maybe an MCC Pride 2025, wink wink. But no promises. But everyone deserves a chance, and because we already have established communities, I don't even want to be an MCC Rising because I want to give smaller creators a chance. Everyone deserves a chance on a spotlight, especially these incredibly up and coming creators, and that is what MCC Rising is for. It's not for like properly established creators already. But that's just my vision about it. That's just my vision about it.
But it is because I mean MCC Rising, there's not really. I mean, personally speaking, there's not really a cap on what Rising is. A lot of the argument is, oh, this bigger creators can't be in Rising because they're not Rising, but they are. They're not in the main MCC. So why should they be gatekept from Rising just because they have more sub count or because they've put more effort into content? I'm not saying people who aren't as big don't put in effort. For instance, I don't have a massive sub count and I put in loads of effort. But why should larger creators who have this higher following be gatekept from MCC just because they're already established? Like, they should still be allowed to play in Rising because that's what it's for.
They should be, and that's why there's the waiting list. That's major sad. But I'm not saying that bigger creators are not they're not being gatekept. That's not what I'm saying.
No, I'm not saying. Sorry,
saying
that, I don't. Sorry, really to clarify. I'm not saying you said that. No, sorry, not you. I should word that better. A lot of the people. It was general talk. It's been for all of the Risings, all three of them. I know you said you only just kind of got around into MCC. For the last 3 Risings, a big argument every time there's a big creator in is because of that. Sorry, I should have specified. Not you specifically saying that. As a general sense, I don't like it when
as an example, Radoon's team didn't get in. How? X-Shatter's team didn't get in. Oh, and then our team didn't get in. We were like, there's a pattern here. Because we all love the applications, like top tier applications, with our friends. I've known these people for years, many years. We met each other at TwitchCon. We're also going to be rooming together. Me, iDog, Sub Ninjas, and Lilith. We're going to be rooming together. These are my friends, you know?
Yeah.
These are not just people that I chose, like, oh, you are the best player. I'm going to pick you, you know? No.
Yeah, these are close
absolutely
friends.
not. Yeah, like that is what it's about. That's basically there. To me, it feels like it's being gatekept a little bit, but I'm not gonna shove anything up their mouth because please put me in Minecraft Championship. Don't if you hear this, Mage. No, but jokes aside, I feel like we are. It's because we're already established. Like, it's my job, it's Dogme's job, it's Lilith's job. This is her full time. And I get it, and that's okay because everyone deserves a fair share and a fair chance.
The pink team was Blockfax, Prince, Ashwag, and
the difference is with their team is because they're representing the lifesteal SMP community. And the thing is, specifically for me, Dogme, Subnias, and Lilith, we're just either Lilith and me are VTubers, Subnias and Dogme are Minecraft creators. We're not really extremely big in one specific side of the Minecraft scene, which would be this example, the lifesteal SMP. The lifesteal SMP has been a very, very big hype, and I completely understand, and it's completely a good idea to let them in. Absolutely. And they're great players. Very, very fun. Very, very fun. Absolutely. But that is like different than compared to us because we're all VTubers, we're all Minecraft creators. We're, it's kind of like iffy, if that makes any sense. It's not like a straightforward, like, hey, lifesteal SMP creator.
So obviously, I just want to clarify. It's not me trying to put words in your mouth, so tell me if I'm wrong. So you're saying because they have a certain niche behind them, that's why they were the bigger team representation. Once again, that's me asking you. Sorry,
yes and no. They're great creators, and they deserve to play Minecraft Rising. Obviously, as everyone does.
That side,
absolutely. Course, yeah. I'm just clarifying. But yes and no. No, because it's very. I mean, there's actually no. No, they just belong. No, it's because their niche. Because of their niche, they got in. Yes, but also because of their great content, their great perseverance. Right? Like, they make great content, and their application video was amazing as well. Absolutely. And I can tell there's over thousands of applications that they have to look through, so it's hard to choose. Absolutely. But I feel like they've made the right choice. Absolutely.
I was pretty happy with my application, to be fair. I signed up with other members of the podcast
wasn't it
team.
The Clip Farmers or something?
No, that wasn't me. That was Shalom Anon, Olive Hoodies and stuff. They did a podcast, so I can understand the confusion.
I got really confused that the Clip Farmers didn't get in, and a few other
they would have been too overpowered as well, Clip Farmers.
Yeah, true. But that's the thing. I feel like most of the thing is I think MCC Rising 4, they're gonna allow stronger teams. The thing is, they want to have 8 weak teams and 2 strong teams rather than 8 strong teams and 2 weak teams. They went for a weak roster this year. They went for 8 weak teams and 2 strong teams, which was clearly visible in MCC Rising 3. But yeah, maybe next year they decide to have a stronger roster, and I'm sure you guys will get in. I'm sure y'all make incredibly.
Oh no, my team was extremely weak. My team was really, really weak. No, I'm talking about the clip farmers are overpowered. No, my team is like, we would have come probably 10th. But it was fun.
I mean, that's okay. So. Exactly. It's about the fun, you know. Like even if I get 10th, it's a life change. Like it's just an experience, like a priceless experience. It's priceless. It's a really cool experience.
InsideMC did some coverage on it. We got to record with 6 of the teams before and after. That's why I have the 4 recordings after this podcast tonight. So that'll be.
Yeah. We got to play against Pink Team. One team of MCC Rising was playing in Biome Battle, like a full team, the same team.
Cyan team, I believe it was.
Yeah, the Cyan team got in. And gosh, yeah. I'm glad that we were able to practice in Biome Battle. That's all I'm going to say. It was very fun. They were very fun people, by the way. I loved Katie. Katie was so sweet.
Do you have anything else about events to talk about? Like anything else you want to specifically touch on in the event soon?
For the event scene?
Yeah, because I mean, just before like we move on to talk about you a bit more, is there like anything about events before like we move away from this that you wanted to talk about?
Like you want to hear some spoilers?
Well, no, not spoilers per se. I mean, it's up to you if you want to do spoilers. Just anything that you wanted to touch on this, but like now that the floor is yours, is there anything you wanted to say?
I'm very excited to be competing in more events. I'm not going to be playing in too many events because I like to keep it down for our community. I just want to be that fresh of breath air. Now, I want to join some events here and there, be a breath of fresh air once a 3 months or something. This time I joined Biome, this time I joined Block Wars. In half a year, I'll maybe join MCC and then this and you know. But the most important thing to me is just have a good time. I'm very excited about it. It's just so much fun. And I've made so many friends through the Minecraft space, genuinely. I've made so many friends through it. I would have, like, the fun thing is to look back into the events you've played, to look back at what you have achieved, you know? When you look back at the things you've achieved, you're like, wow, I did that, and you should celebrate it with your friends. And if I didn't play any of these events, if I didn't start playing Minecraft again, if I didn't do any of this, I would have never met any of my friends. I would have never met Enfrost. I would have never knew who Fruitberries was. I would have never met Wolfie, Apokuna, Echo, Tuba. I would have never met any of them.
Do you plan to join Minecraft SMPs?
I am not gonna join Minecraft SMP. I've played in one SMP, which is a very niche SMP, which probably no one has heard about, but it's the V for SMP. It was a specific SMP for VTubers. That was the last SMP I will ever join. I don't think I'll ever join a different one. The reasoning why is because I feel like specifically my community will not like SMPs as much. I wouldn't mind it because I've already done SMP stuff before, but I feel like they are mostly interested in the thrill of me competing in the Minecraft scene, in Minecraft events. The thrill is just so fun for the viewers to get along with, you know? It's just very, very fun watching your favorite streamer win or completely lose and and then spam skill issue in the chat. When I die first in Splee, skill issue, and then I rage. Yeah, you get where I'm going.
Yeah, that's funny though.
Yeah, true. That is true.
I guess then moving away from like Minecraft events as a whole then, let's learn a little bit more about you specifically. So,
sure.
Why the name SlushieVRC?
A slushie was taken.
So why the name Slushie in the first place then?
Yeah, I'm joking. I knew it. Yeah, I know.
Well, still the point stands.
Yeah, I know. The reason why Slushies is because I really like Slushies. Slushies is a delicious taste sensation in your mouth. It's just a cold beverage. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what a Slushie is, right? A Slushie is a beverage that is like a flavored ice cream. It's like a drink, similar to like granitas, but then with like more liquid composition. It's like a Slurpee, you know. It's really good. It's really good. You can get them at your like local snack bar. You can just ask for a slushie. They're really good. I always liked them as a kid. And yeah, that's basically how I got up with the name Slushie. I just really love slushies. And then fun little fact, normally in every single snack bar, slushies are always red and blue. My character is purple because I always took red and blue and mixed it and it makes purple. That's why my character is purple. So it does have some resemblance into my name.
I like the lore.
The lore, yeah.
When you was making your persona online, why did you decide to become a dragon?
I really like mythical creatures. I always used to read a lot of anything, everything. I used to read way too much Harry Potter and like Marvel and anime, manga, and most of the time, these incredibly powerful mythical creatures, aka dragons, the knights fight and all that. They're so cool. And then after Faith Epilepsia, one of the animes, decided, wow, I want to have a dragon. I would love to have like a dragon persona. And I was like, dude, dragons are so cool. Dragons are really, really cool. Breathing fire, eating, killing. It's really cool. Dragons are really cool in animes and such. And then through what's the name again? Fafnir. Fafnir, I think their name is.
I don't know.
Fafnir.
Sorry.
Yes, Fafnir is the heroic legend as a worm of a okay. Fafnir is a dragon that was slain by a member of Volsung family. It's like a very, very powerful, big, strong black dragon. Their name is Fafnir. That's how I originally my love with dragons and all sorts of animals came to life. That's originally how I ended up becoming a furry throughout my passion and love for dragons, ancient creatures.
Huh.
What do you think about dragons? Are they cool?
I actually have. I remember once I went shopping one day, and I saw this like dragon, like kind of figure. I think it's like crystal dragon, and I really, really wanted it. But I didn't buy it, and then I went home, so I wanted to buy it for my mom. So I went home and I said to my mom, "Look, I really want it." So we went back the next day, and it was gone, and I've never seen it again. It's really, really
I'm so
sad.
sorry.
We went everywhere trying to find something similar, but we couldn't find it. But yeah, no, I think they're pretty cool. I like the movie. What's that one movie? Oh no, about the dude, huh?
Shrek.
Yeah, no, I love Shrek.
Yeah, I mean, there's a dragon in Shrek.
Never-ending Story.
What's the name again?
Never-ending Story.
Yes.
I love the dragon in Never-ending Story.
Yes, and also, have you watched How to Train Your Dragon? That's also where I got it from. Like, that's genuinely I genuinely just I don't know where I forgot. But How to Train Your Dragon, yes. Best.
Would you say that's your favorite movie?
It isn't necessarily a movie. How to Train Your Dragon is definitely one of my favorite. Like, if it's considered a movie, definitely one of my favorites. How to Train Your Dragon, great lore, great story, great characters, ancient dragons coming to life. Yeah, super cool. That's all I'm gonna say.
What's
super,
your favorite
super cool.
dragon?
My favorite dragon, like, okay, there's a very broad question: species or like from How to Train Your Dragon, or species because there's like a million different ones, and yeah. This is like dragon lore, so there's a lot of different dragons.
But you don't. But yeah, fair enough. Do you
specifically like? I would say like.
Yeah, there we go.
I would say like specifically for me, my favorite dragon. Ah, God, it'd have to be Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. It's a very basic answer, I know, but Toothless.
Okay, that's a good answer. Toothless is very cool.
Yeah, they're cute too.
You also decided to be a VTuber, and we're bringing up your YouTube content here. One of your first set of videos is trolling furry haters on Omegle.
Yeah, that was very, very fun.
And then you did a lot of
it's a
content
very,
in
very
VR chat.
old one. It's a very, very old video. It's very, very fun. Basically, I started doing more virtual reality as of 3-ish years ago. I started doing more virtual reality content. And a fun little fact that I forgot to talk about earlier is I do Minecraft in VR most of the time. Genuinely, it's so fun. My community loves it, especially like the Minecraft event scene. That came into my stream the day before the event, and they were like, "Are you gonna play in VR? What is this? Oh my god!" I was like, "Hell nah! I'm not playing a tournament in VR. That's gonna be
Why
so
not?
impossible." It's impossible.
It'd be funny though.
It'd be really funny. First of all, you need to have a plugin. It's called ViveGraph. So otherwise you cannot even join the server. If for example, genuinely, if, for example, Blockwires or Rego Championship or anything else that would include ViveGraph, I would do it in VR. Dude, I would get a headache with the games that I do. If flying with an Elytra in VR is just, you will get it. You will, oof, bad. But yeah, it's really, really fun. Minecraft in VR is very much a different experience. It's very, very hard, very, very fun, and it's very, very realistic. And I really recommend it to anyone. Like, it's very, 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 very recommendable. Same to you, Orbit. You should definitely try it.
No. no, I'm good. I get motion sickness. Like I can't even really sit back.
Oh yeah, you
sit
will
back
get
on
motion
a train.
sickness.
I don't get like it's severe. Like I'm not unbearable, but like I can't even sit facing backwards on a train. Like I have to sit facing forward.
Oh, I
just
feel
feel
that.
So
But that's how I got involved
Scrovia.
into the that's how I got involved in like the virtual reality space. And then I realized that the character that I had is called the VTuber. I didn't know what a VTuber was. I was like, what is a VTuber? And then I realized that a VTuber is a character that is like science fictional, like online. Like it's not like you as in a person, but it's your own character, like your mascot or own personal character, your persona, you could say, that you show. And like I was like, oh wow, this is really cool. And that was like my first impression with it. I was like, wow, that's so cool. And I was like, ooh, I should definitely like do something with this. This could be so fun. And then I start like streaming with my own persona, or AKA VTuber. And it's really expensive though. Just so you know, my model was over like 5,000. Can you believe it?
Well, I mean, I know VTubers cost a lot of money, so it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, for people that just start out with VTubering, I really recommend, please just buy a pre-base of like $20 and get it retextured. It will cost you 50. Okay, don't buy a complete custom rig model. It is not worth it if you start. Yeah. Unless you can, but if you just start, it's really rough. It's really expensive. Like I got it after 2 years myself. I got it after 2 years of VTubing with my $50 model, aka the 3D models. 3D models are always way cheaper than 2D models.
How comes? Well, actually, no, I don't know why I'm saying how comes. That's pretty obvious. Why there's more detail and everything into it.
Yeah, a lot more detail.
You can always be a PNG tuber.
Yeah, I actually have a PNG. Like PNG tubing is a lot of fun. You can also have like an advanced PNG tuber, which is like has like a little animation. Like whenever you don't speak or whenever you do speak, it still like moves a little bit. It's like a slight animation, and it really feels like a VTuber. Like it genuinely does. I really recommend it. It's just a ton of fun. And I realized there's actually a lot of not a lot, but there are a few VTubers / PNG tubers in the Minecraft scene, and that made me really happy. I'm glad that the VTubing community still gets around. That's very fun. That's very, very fun.
I don't think I'll ever be a VTuber. It's not really for me. But I'm a PNG tuber. I enjoy it. The little silly little guy in the corner opening his mouth every single time I speak. I find it fun.
yeah, that's what I mean. It's super fun, right? That's also super interactive, and it's really like I have seen your character. It looks super cute. I like it. With the mouth opens and closes. Same for AJ, with the mouth opens and closes.
AJ's one is funny as well. Yeah, it's very fun.
Yeah, I like those a lot.
I like your one.
I'm really glad.
A lot of like good character movement as well, and it like flows perfectly around.
Yeah, I've got 3 different ones actually, and I don't know in Minecraft events what people usually want. One thing I'm actually nervous about for when I get into one of the bigger events, quote unquote, is do they want me to use my 2D model, the PNG model, or the standstill model? Because I don't know whether or like on how big it must be and whether I want it or not. It sounds weird at first, but I'm genuinely curious about it because I don't know.
Just use whatever you think is best. Like if you whatever your favorite one is, I don't think people really mind too much. Could be wrong.
Yeah, because I noticed after I got first individual biome battle, when the best plays got shown, like the best plays, like top 10 plays, whatever, I was not included, and I was like, because of my VTuber, I got first individual, and none of my plays are shown. I don't think
so. It just depends on. I mean, top 10 players. For instance, me and AJ, we work for All Things MCC. So when we're doing top 10 plays, it's really like there can be so many different plays. Like we always get comments going, you missed this, you missed this, you missed this. You can't include everything. It's basically you just include whatever you think is best.
I didn't know anything about it, like the top plays. I just assumed that I placed first. Oh, I must have done something good.
But you just because you played really well, like doesn't mean you had like an amazing moment. Especially because people try to go for original things as well. So like it's so easy every single top 10 plays to go, oh, this person plays amazing, let's put them first. This person came first in, let's put them first. Like so people nowadays are starting to kind of try and go for more like crazy top 10 plays, and plus not putting you in is very good for comment farming as well. Why didn't you put Slushie? They came first, blah blah blah. Like
that actually, oh my god, the whole comment section was filled with that, by the way.
Exactly. So
There was like
it worked.
7 to 20 comments of where's Slushie? And I got first. So damn, that's so evil. Evil. Nah, that's good. I don't mind. It's cool.
What exactly is the process behind your whole content creator journey then? Because obviously you got into Minecraft through the House of Nightmares, but how exactly
Yes,
did you
correct.
get into kind of this is kind of linking back into events, but still
Yeah,
talking
that's
about you as a
okay. Like
person.
it's very interesting because
How did you get into Twitch Rivals?
yeah. So how? Okay. So specifically, okay. So
What is
how
your
I got into
journey?
Twitch,
What's your journey like throughout the years?
yeah, throughout the years, I basically started out as a solo creator. Like I just started out 0 followers, as anyone else, and I just worked hard each and every day, and eventually things went my way. I feel like you should never give up and just keep going and doing what you do because there's just a lot of people who are very negative. Nowadays, a lot of people are negative, right? And it's just quite sad because you should set small goals for yourself and celebrate them. That's what I did. I always set small goals: 100 followers, 200 followers, 500 followers, 1,000 followers, 2,000 followers, 10,000 followers, 20,000 followers, 100,000 followers. I keep setting these goals for myself and I celebrate them. And I work hard. I work really, really hard every single day. And then eventually, I got a message from Taylor, which is the event staff of Twitch Rivals. And they were like, "We'd love to have you on stage." And I was like, "Huh?" But my reaction was really like, "Uh-huh, okay." Okay. So the first event I've ever played with Twitch Rivals was, funnily enough, House of Nightmare. That was the first ever event I played from Twitch Rivals. Hannah XX Rose invited me with Twitch Rival. I knew Hannah XX Rose through some VTuber friends specifically, and me and those VTuber friends, we played on the VTuber SMP, the V for SMP that I talked about earlier. We played on that SMP. We played Minecraft together. We had a lovely time, tons of fun shenanigans, blah blah. And they vouched to Hannah. And I didn't know anything about it. I didn't even know what House of Nightmares was. I didn't even know what Twitch Rivals was. I just I just streamed. I just had a good time and content. And then I got a message from Hannah and Twitch Rivals. We're invited to the House of Nightmares. And I had to reread it. I was like, I have to reread this. So I read it once. Then I read it twice. I was like, huh? And I was in House of Nightmares. I was like, oh my God, $100,000. I was like, wow, okay. How did I get in here? Especially with like all these incredibly talented creators, Like I looked at the list from House of Nightmares and I was like, oh my God, my childhood heroes are in here. Like Bad Boy Halo, and Frost, all that stuff. I was like, wow, how, like, oh my God, just be cool. Oh my God, Tubbo is here too. Tubbo, check Manifold. Oh my God, how did I get in here? That was my first original reaction. I was like, okay, I'm gonna just be cool. I'm gonna just have a good time. It was also during my first ever subathon. It was during my first ever subathon as well. So it went all perfectly. And then House of Nightmares came. I got 21st and I was the 21st, one place out of 1K. And Feinberg reacted to how I got 21st. You should definitely search that video. Feinberg was like, oh my god, I got 21st. Oh, this person got fucked up the most. This person that's what Feinberg said. Feinberg was like, wow, that's so sad. And that's how I got recognition in the Minecraft scene. I was like, oh wow, what was all happening? And then after House of Nightmares, Taylor from Twitch Rivals messaged me and said, do you want to represent the furry/VTubing community for Twitch Rivals? And then they also said, do you want to substitute for TwitchCon Rotterdam for Party Animals and Ultimate Challenge? Sadly, not MCC, because that's who decides that, not Twitch Rivals themselves. And I was like, yeah, I'd love to substitute, yeah, happily. I'd happily substitute. And then at the place over there, we had a lovely little talk. Sadly, I didn't get to play because everyone was there. If someone did drop out, last place gets like 2K. So I was like praying that someone, is that bad? I was like, please, can I play? It's valid.
Yeah.
2,000 is a lot of money. That's life-changing money. Even
really
for me
is,
as a full-time, it's a lot of money. And
especially
then
for
I had
you
a
as full-time.
Yeah, absolutely. It's full-time. Like that's like a whole paycheck, pretty much, like more. Like, you know what I mean? It's really, really nice. Then I got to talk to Taylor and they were like, I want you guys on stage. I want more furries. I want more VTubers. And he was talking to me like, there's VTubers never want to come to join Twitch Rivals because I don't want to show their face. That's what he said. He was like, yeah, we want to have a lot more VTubers. But whenever we ask them, they don't want to play because I want to stay, incognito. I'm not like that. I'm okay. I'm okay with being recognizable by my face. That's completely fine. my VTuber, facial, I don't really mind. And that's basically how I became involved and represent my respective community for Twitch Rivals. And for specifically the Minecraft scene, they also include me because I've been playing Minecraft ever since House of Nightmares. I've been playing it almost every single week. Like, and the love of this game has been brought back to me. And I'm super excited to be representing the Minecraft community too. Why not? You know, like YouTubing Minecraft, like genuinely, I'm glad. I'm able to have these opportunities to be able to represent you guys, basically.
Oh, that's sweet.
And then same thing, like one thing that is really important to me during like these specific events. One day when I win like one of these like big Twitch Rivals events, like for example Sneak Snag, like Shadoon, like if one day if I win one of these big events, I'm just gonna donate half for charity, and I want to do like a big shout out like for the queers out there, for the LGBTQ plus, because there's just so much hate for no reason, and I feel like I'm glad I'm able to represent these communities genuinely, because there's a lot of hate and it's really undeserved towards very, very kind and loving, caring people.
Maybe one day you'll get to put that into reality.
Yeah, like one day I'll hold the trophy and then live at Twitch Rivals one day. Fun little thing, fun little leak.
Rotterdam next year.
I am in Las Vegas. I am substituting for more events. Sadly, I'm not in the main thing, but I am so there is a chance, and I'm very excited to be playing. Let's hope.
And then TwitchCon Rotterdam next year, you might also get a chance to officially.
Oh yeah, I think they'll definitely let me play in Rotterdam. Like I don't know 100%, but I think they'll definitely let me play.
I want to play at Twitch Rivals.
Yeah, getting into Twitch Rivals is really hard actually, because the only way you can get in is if I message you, basically, and you have to be partner on Twitch.
You don't have to be partner, do you?
You don't have to be, but 99% of the
yeah.
time. 99% of the time there's partners. For example, the House of Nightmares, there were 5 affiliates and 145 partners. So yeah, you can see the balance.
Yeah, the big difference.
And I understand it. I understand it, because the thing is, the reason why they put in more partners is not because they want to have big streamers. No. They are like, an affiliate could say some bad slurs or words, and they know that partners are not going to do that.
And but they don't.
Yep. Exactly.
No,
I know affiliates don't.
Partners. Like, I mean, a partner's less likely
they don't know their
but
partners, but we signed like an extra contract or whatever, I don't know. And affiliates don't have to sign that at all. So we have like an extra agreement to like a lot of, like, it's like a 14-page paragraph, pretty much. But to some further extent, I understand it. But I wish that like didn't narrow it down so much, that they included more affiliates, because I feel like there's a lot of great creators that are just affiliates, such as you.
Oh, I don't really stream too much. I streamed for the first time today in a month, so I mean, don't worry, you don't have to big me up. I'm not amazing.
It's okay.
I appreciate it anyways. Thank you.
You're doing great.
I'm doing all right.
But yeah, that's how I got into Twitch Rivals. And then for the Minecraft scene, so through House of Nightmares, I made a bunch of new friends. To name a few familiar faces, let me quickly.
Well, I more meant like YouTube as a whole, but this is fun to hear anyways.
Yeah, like it is like, it's still surreal to me that I've been able to do this and get to meet so many amazing creators. Like being able to meet your childhood heroes is one of the most incredible things in life. Like I was able to little leak over here right now, a little leak. Me and Enfrost are going to be doing something very, very fun very, very soon.
Cool.
So yeah, Enfrost messaged me and was like, yo, you want to do this? I was like, yes. That sounds so, I was like, it felt so honorable to be remembered, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It feels like, wow, it wasn't there just in the moment. It was like in the long term, as like friends, you know? That's like one of the parts of the friends we make along the way. It's priceless, and you cannot pay for friends. You just can't. It doesn't work like that. Friendship happens naturally. You don't just ask someone to be friends. At least from my experience, you don't ask someone to be friends. It happens naturally. You become friends naturally. If that makes any sense.
No, 100%.
You get what I mean? But it's different for everyone, of course. This is my experience. Obviously, everyone has their own experiences in life. Let's see. Where did I put it?
How about people come on the podcast who are very cool, like Frost, Captain Sparkles, etc.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, exactly. So, for the people that I've met specifically, and that we're gonna be doing a football match as well. Very, very fun. Soccer, football, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna be doing a soccer football match, and it's gonna be with Echo, Feinberg, Fire Breath Man, Broodberries, Purple, a Toff, Silver Run. Duna's gonna be there as well. Wally Bear, Tap Owl, JoJo's. There's gonna be a lot of amazing creators, and I'm so excited to so many friends. I'm probably gonna lose. I suck at soccer. really bad at football.
I really
But yeah,
enjoyed the one in Rotterdam. That was fun.
yeah, I didn't get to play that one because I still was getting to know everyone. The Rotterdam TwitchCon was where I got to know everyone properly.
Yeah.
There's where I got to like hang out, have a good time, have some drinks, and then after you get to know them, then you get invited to these sorts of things, I suppose, which I completely understand because you don't want someone joining that doesn't know anyone, and then all that
Yeah,
stuff,
exactly.
which makes sense. Which makes a lot of sense, obviously. But yeah, I'm very, very grateful that I was able to meet Hannah, Coldified, Furish, Fruitberries, Abakuna, Red Velvet, Shatter, so many incredibly talented creators through House of Nightmares. And maybe in future events. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe. It'd be a lot of fun. I would really enjoy it.
Well, other than that, unless you have something else to talk about, I'm happy to move on to the Twitter questions. Unless there's something else you wanted to touch on.
Let's see. Is there anything else? I try to keep it as I try to keep it as short as possible. By the way, because I can like waffle for years, so I made it like genuinely as short as possible.
Well, I'm
I hope
happy
that's
for you
okay
to
with
do
you.
whatever. I'm easy. I don't mind.
Yeah, just make sure I make it shorter because I make them like they're really long. They're too long to make it short, but I tried. But yeah, I think that is pretty much it for like the event space. Yeah, House of Nightmares we talked about. Then that is pretty much it. The VTubing. I don't think my content specifically matters. I mean, I make only virtual reality content in VR Minecraft. We've talked about that.
Yes, I mean, I'm still curious how you got into or why you got into YouTube in the first place or content creation in the first place. If you're happy to answer that.
Yeah, I got into content creation through one of my friends. I met them in virtual reality in VR chat, where my name comes from. SlushieVRC, VRC. My username was taken. Slushie was taken, but I had to add VRC because I was like, I'll just add VRC, represent VR chat, I guess. So SlushieVRC it is, and then I got to meet some amazing friends through just a public world in VR chat. A public world is a world where anyone can join, and you can just meet random people and talk and socialize and have a good time. Which the main reason VR chat exists is to just socialize with people, and I really like to socialize and hang out with others. And it showed me that I made like TikTok content or something, and then I got involved into a TikTok. That my friend was like, "Yo, you want to make a TikTok with me?" I didn't know what that was, and I was like, "Sure, I'd love to record a TikTok." So we went into VR chat, we brought up our cameras, and just started recording some funny skit, some video. And I really liked that. That was really fun. And then when that video was brought out and it got like, let's say a few thousand views, and I saw the comment section, and it was heart melting. It was so sweet. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, that's so adorable. That's so funny. You made me," all those lovely comments of people, and people were like, "Oh, you made my day just a little better." And I was like, "Oh, that warmed my heart." I was like, "Oh, that means so much to me." I was like,
Yeah.
"Wow, I made their day just a little bit better." And the moral of the story is like, I feel like this is for most creators, being able to make someone's day just a little bit better by being yourself and creating like funny content, and reading the comments afterwards and the reactions, streaming is just heartwarming. It fuels me with happiness. And since then, I started and decided to start a TikTok account, and that's where I started. Just TikTok, nothing else. I didn't know about YouTube, didn't know about Twitch, just TikTok. I made a lot of TikToks for roughly a year, and then I brought together roughly 30,000 followers after like a year or something. And I was like, wow, I can't believe it. And then everyone was asking me to start doing Twitch because I really loved the funny content that I made, like funny, haha. I just get on, I make people laugh, and then I get off, basically like that. And everyone was asking me to start doing YouTube or Twitch, and I was like, okay, I'll look into it. And then I did my first Twitch stream back in 2021. Oh, it's already been 3 years. 2021, I started doing my first stream. Oh, that was an experience. I just did it with my friends. We just had a good time. We played GeoGuessr in VR. We played a bunch of fun games. We even played Minecraft in VR together on stream. That's where originally, that's probably one of the reasons why I got invited to the House of Nightmares thing, because I played a lot of Minecraft back then. Minecraft in VR, and I just blew up. I just grew really, really quickly. I got affiliate within like a week. Then I've got partner within 5 months, I think, or 4 months, together with my friends. We did it together as well, by the way. Their name is OK Donuts. Me and him, it's like a friendship bond. We did everything together. We worked hard together. We had a ton of fun together. We made people laugh. We made people smile. We made their day just a little bit better. And then we both got partner on basically the same in the same week. That was just incredible. Working towards that journey together with your friend is just a priceless experience. Getting to partner with your friend after 5 months and already doing prior one year of TikTok, and then starting Twitch together and being able to do that together is just a whole achievement in itself. It was just a surreal experience. And then after we got partner, then I decided to do. So I didn't even start YouTube. After I hit partner, I decided to do YouTube. YouTube is a very interesting platform to work with. You have to learn the algorithm, and it's really interesting. It's very intriguing. But being able to push out content every single week or so, it's just super difficult on your own. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if a lot of creators say this, but it's really difficult to push out content on your own. I always did everything alone: editing TikTok skits, Twitch streaming, editing YouTube videos, recording. It's a lot, and I realized that it became too much for me. And then I got myself an editor recently, roughly 3 months ago, because I had a long burnout for like roughly half a year because it was too much. So please make sure that you take good rest and you take good care of yourself, and that you don't overwork yourself. I'm not saying that you shouldn't work hard, because working hard is a good thing, but don't overdo it too much. You know, like have some good breaks for yourself. Take good care of yourself. And then I just started posting on YouTube. I just posted on YouTube probably once every 3 months, and I just made funny videos. I did whatever I could think of with my friends, and then they blew up. My first video had 30k views. My second video had like 40k views or something. I don't remember. And I was like, wow, people really like this kind of content. And then I just kept pushing it out. Obviously, this is specifically VR chat content. I did post some recent Minecraft content, and I'm gonna post more. My recent one just got done where I get shocked with a shock collar every single time I die in Minecraft, and Chet gets to sabotage. That's what I did. It was horrendous. I hated it. I hated it. The things people guess. It's oh god. It was so horrible. Don't worry, it was completely safe, by the way. Don't worry, it was completely safe. It was just, like just a shock collar around your arm, and it's bad. Oh, it's very, very bad. But yeah, genuinely, it's been so much fun. Like, that is how I got into YouTube and into Twitch in a whole, and it's been just so much fun. I've met so many incredible people that I would have never met if I never clicked start stream. If I didn't click that, I would have never met any of them. I wouldn't even have met you. I wouldn't even be here to this day, which is interesting to think about.
It's a crazy concept, but everything happens, or most things happen for a reason.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now I'm excited to see where you go with it all as well.
Yeah,
Minecraft soon.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Like, genuinely, I hope to be, like, my goal is to be an MCC just once. I don't want to play. I just want to play once, and preferably during Pride. And don't worry, I've been talking to Smager. For the people that wanted me in the community, don't worry, it's gonna be a great time. I promise you.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
With that being said, then, I think it's time we move on to the Twitter question.
Yeah, sounds good.
So, I put out a tweet asking if anyone had any questions, and we got...
Yeah, for the question thing, funny enough, actually have an Ask Slushie channel in my own Discord where I get, like, literally 30 questions a day. So, most of them are already answered, but I'll answer them again.
Oh, yeah, I mean, to the replies to the tweet, actually, we have pretty much them answered. I'll let you answer 3 of the Slushie. If we're going to be here all day, if not, I'll let you answer 3 of the Ask Slushie channel questions if you'd like. So if you just read out who it's from, read out what it says, and then you can answer it.
Okay, sounds good. You can do your first question. You said you had one.
No, the one question. So what I do is I don't write down the questions anymore, just in case we answer them. And the only question asked, we've answered. So it's actually all on you.
True. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Let me quickly see. Give me 1 second.
I'm giving you 3.
What do I Discord? 3. Okay, only 3. Oh my god. You want them to be Minecraft specific? Because there are a few Minecraft and a few non-Minecraft.
Whatever 3 you want to answer on the podcast.
Okay.
That we haven't answered, preferably.
Okay, got it. Let me see. Okay, so a question from Mac. If streaming never ended up working out, what would you be doing instead? Gosh, that is a difficult question. But oh god, if streaming wouldn't have worked out, I did finish my school. I finished university in logistics and also IT.
Oh,
with
okay.
computer science, I would have probably gotten more involved, becoming, I suppose, someone who works in the IT. I would probably be doing some kind of, I would probably be developing a game right now, or creating, or maybe even helping Mojang. Probably not, but I would definitely be doing something with computers. Absolutely, 100%. I love developing and love working with Unity and Blender. Even though I'm not very good at it, I do love working on it, and with my degree, I would definitely be able to get a good job with it. I'm very, very grateful for where I am right now. Like being able to stream, having a roof under my head with food is all I could ask for, genuinely. As long as I make the bare minimum, I'm just genuinely very happy. And I feel like, everyone should be. But yeah, thanks for your question.
I like it. 2 more.
Yes, more. Then there is. Oh my God, no, I'm not gonna answer that. Someone asked, "Do you ever play Fortnite?" Oh wait, no, there is actually a fun one to answer. A question from Narek. Do you ever play Fortnite? Fortnite. I used to be a professional Fortnite player. I made over 6,000 USD from Fortnite, and I actually placed top 50 and second in 2 different tournaments in Fortnite. So yes, a little off topic, but yes, I did play Fortnite professionally back. That might be one of the reasons why I'm good at the average mini games, maybe, because I'm just having fun. But for some reason, I'm doing okay at them. That might be one of the reasons, actually. Yeah, just naturally being able to have that game sense, being able to be able to know what's going on, being able to guide everyone. Because I used to be in-game leader in Fortnite. I also used to lead during the biome battle. I was the in-game leader, you could say, the IGL. I don't know if they have those in events, by the way. I don't know if someone like tells people what to do. I don't know. But I was just giving advice during the event. I was like, we should do this. This would be a great idea. If we all stay together, being the upper voice, being like trying to encourage not only teamwork, but also specifically like content, teamwork, and just having a good time. Thanks for your question. It's good.
And then last but not least, sorry, I don't know what to add to this. I mean, it's you're asking the questions, not me. So,
yeah.
you're
those
cooking.
are the
It's
questions
great.
I'm getting. I'm cooking. A question from Melik Chess. What do you recommend for a virtual reality setup or VR headset? I was looking for a pre-owned Quest 2, but it never has the controllers. Good question. For a virtual reality setup, it can get really expensive. I always tell this to anyone. I'm actually helping Tubbo with their VR setup, and Average Harry.
Okay.
I'm their VR person. I also recommended them to get the Quest 3. The Quest 3 is the best standalone, and for the best price, getting a buck for your what's the saying again? Getting a buck for your money. What's the saying?
I think that's
getting
it. Buck for your dollar or something. Maybe.
Yeah, something like that. That you pay for it. You pay good money, but it's not like overpriced, but you pay for what you get, and that's good. The Quest 3 is perfect. Virtual reality is super expensive. I normally don't recommend it because it's really expensive, but a Quest 3 is really affordable. I'm pretty sure right now in the market they go for like around 300, which is a really good price. It's a standalone. You don't need a computer. It's a standalone. You can play Minecraft, you can play Beat Saber, you can play VRC, you can play any kind of virtual reality game just for 300. And that headset goes a long way. That headset, it goes for 4, 5, maybe even 10 years if you wanted to. Well, if you take good care of it, of course. And then that is basically all you need. If you have a good computer, you can adapt it, you can connect it, and then play other games, other titles through your computer if you'd like to. Funny enough, I'm like I said, I'm helping Tubbo. I'm helping them currently with Minecraft VR and also with a few other things that I cannot talk about, but VR related. Really recommend Quest 3. And if you want to have full body tracking, I recommend the Vive 3.0 trackers and the base stations 2.0 also from Vive. Those are the best. Those are absolutely amazing. Make sure you buy 2 base stations, so you put 1 in each side of your room, and then 3 trackers, so you're able to have full body tracking. And that is definitely the best setup. I would say roughly full body tracking will be 1,000, and just the headset standalone would be 300.
So if I ever want to become a VTuber, listen back to this podcast.
No, that's if you want to become like there's a difference.
Sorry, virtual reality, I should say. Sorry,
yes, because you don't need a virtual reality headset for VTubing.
Got you. Yeah. Sorry, I misspoke when I said it. My bad.
Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry. It's okay. Because those are 2 different things. They're very, very specific niche that I have. It's very specific, and I'm very happy with it because no one does that. No one plays Minecraft in VR. Not no one, but 0.0001% plays Minecraft in VR, and it's a nice niche. I like it. It's fun. I like VR. VR is awesome.
Well, with that then,
yeah, that's good.
Slushie, I think that brings the end of this week's Inside MC.
Yeah, I think we've covered everything. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on. Before I do the outro here, I always like to give this opportunity for you to promote yourself. For anyone who's really enjoyed this podcast or wants to find out more about you, where can they find you?
Oh my god, yes. They can find me on any social media. Just tag SlushieVRC. I would love to have you around. It'll be a great time, trust me. Always good laughs, good banter, and yeah, it'll be an absolute pleasure to have you here. Especially rooting me on for Twitch Rivals at San Diego.
There we go, when you get subbed in. Woo!
Let's go!
That being said then, this has been... Oh, sorry?
Subbed in, you mean for the...
Well, you said you're subbed to, right? So whenever you get subbed in for whatever it is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what you mean. Yes, correct. Yes. But also the also future Minecraft
also future
stuff.
Minecraft
They promised me to
yes.
play every... They promised me to put me in every Minecraft event with Rivals.
There we go. Well,
So,
that being said,
I'm so excited.
this has been InsideMC. Thank you all for listening. Stay safe. Don't eat too much bread. Pieces.
Yo.